How's it going, fellas? I'm OrosZ, and this is another episode of Terraria, and in today's episode we're going to yet another cave. I'm not sure which one, but I feel like it's safe to assume I'm going to another cave, because that's pretty much what I've been doing all the time. Now, I've been to my grandma yesterday, right, and she got a new phone. And you know how it is with old people and new technology, you kinda have to explain everything to them really slowly. So I was sitting there, downloading her some fucking games on her phone so she can play them. Forget, my grandma's a gamer, guys. My grandma's a hardcore gamer. Except only when it comes to like management games, when you like manage places and all that kind of stuff. Where you can manage a garage. I remember she used to play a lot of Zuma on PC. Was that the fucking game's name? The game where you like a frog in the middle of a screen and you shoot balls, like a snake made out of balls, and if you connect the right colors it makes the snake shorter, and if you make him disappear before he reaches like a hole, then you win. So I suppose this episode I was exploring the right side of the map. The right wing of the map that I never went there because I didn't fucking had any business there, so I never gave a fuck. But yeah. I certainly wouldn't hurt to explore it a little bit. The journey mode also adds the ability that you can get more health. The maximum health amount you can get in this game is 500. It's pretty cool. Right now I feel like 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 50. 50 health, that's not a lot, you know. One fall into lava deals like 70 damage, so I fall into lava, I'm pretty much instantly dead. Which kinda sucks. Not gonna lie, kinda does suck. I don't even stand a chance against some of the bosses right now. Even though there is a moment in this game where I'm like overpowered for what the enemies are in the game, but then I get fucking weak again after I enable hard mode. After you defeat the wall of flesh. And my grandpa, he got this like fucking smartwatch. It's not a smartwatch, it's like the smart band. It like keeps track of your heart rate, it shows you how many steps you took each day. And he only got it because he needed a watch, and they got it for free with like, you know, just some fucking with the phone. And I never been a fan of watches, to be honest. I had one fucking watch as a kid, and I remember there was like a kind of. It wasn't like one of those fancy watches, like it's silver and it's all shiny and shit, but it was like a pretty cool watch. I still have it somewhere, but I don't fucking use it because I'm just not a fan of watches on my hands. Not a fan of like having wristbands, not a fan of having necklaces. Not a fan of accessories in general. To be honest, like the only accessory I have sometimes is like a chain around my pants, but only because I have the pants that just have the chain attached to it, and I can't take it off unless I fucking cut the pants, but I don't want to fucking do that. That's the only accessory I have. I guess belt buckles count as an accessory, so those I do wear. Huh, yeah, I guess. Well, glasses aren't the worst, but... And right now everybody wears a mask, so that kind of counts as an accessory if it comes to style, of course, not... It's not just an accessory, you know, you wear that to fucking protect other people from you fucking spitting on them by accident or something like that. It's very nice, you know, if you do that. So fucking do that, you piece of garbage. If you don't, why? Unless you have asthma, then I can understand that you might fucking run out of breath in that, because sometimes I do run out of breath in that. Like, every time I go to a store, because I put it over my nose, like, I don't understand why so many people, everybody I fucking see, doesn't put their mask, not just like older people, everybody just I fucking see doesn't put the mask over their nose, just their mouth. And it's like, what the fuck is the point of wearing a mask if you're just gonna put it half-assed like that? When seeing those locations and remembering how way deeper they go and this is just the surface, and still having like the later episodes kind of fresh in my mind, since that was just like last week I was still recording them. Man, I'm not even halfway through these places. I don't just mean this one, I mean like the previous ones I went to as well. I think the ice one I didn't even explore all that much. There was like this underground like rail system, and I didn't even fucking check that out for no reason. See how I got stuck on that thing, but you totally saw me going through it before. I think this game has a system. I swear to God, it does have that. It probably is never fucking said anywhere, where you can go through gaps. Like if there's like a narrow gap leading to a cave or somewhere, you can go through it, but going back, you can't. And I bet this is specifically designed as a trap for people. For example, if you have like a place with bricks that you cannot mine because you don't have a good enough pickaxe, this fucking bee gets stuck in the ground, great. You can go into like a hallway and you can get stuck in there and you can get out because you don't have a good enough pickaxe. Which I think I'm running with a silver pickaxe. I don't really need a silver pickaxe, I just needed a pickaxe that's a little faster than a normal one. But at the moment I don't think there's any materials that actually require me to have like a really good pickaxe. Oh, there's a cool, oh no wait, I had that already. The regeneration wristband. I had a regeneration wristband. I think jungle caves are the most interesting ones because they have a boss fight in them. You probably saw the yellow thing I was standing on before. That's a beehive. There's a bee inside of it, like a bee larva, I think it's called. And if you defeat it, you just fucking destroy it with a hammer or something like that. You summon the bee queen, who drops my favorite hat in the game, the bee hat. I love the bee hat. I would love to fucking have that hat in real life. Just fucking weird, like as a joke. And one of my favorite weapons is the bee gun. It's a gun that shoots bees. And it shoots like a shit ton of bees. And it uses magic as ammunition, so you don't have to carry around ammunition. You just simply have to recharge your magic. See, you can hold the ball like that and enemies just run into it like dumbasses. And the coolest thing about it is that the bees home onto the enemies. So when you have an enemy over a wall, you can just shoot at the ceiling, have the bees bounce back over the wall, and then they will home into the enemy and deal with them for you. Also, I was saying that before, but I think it might have happened this episode, where I placed such a shit ton of torches around that I actually summoned the fire boss by accident. It's not a boss, but if you place enough torches in one place, you can summon a bunch of fires to come after you. Boss fucking drowned in lava, whatever. Oh, I noticed this fairy. I thought it was like an enemy. I wanted to kill it. But the blue fairy, fairies in general in this game, they show you where the treasures are. Except this one showed me the treasure that I was standing right next to, so thanks fairy for the enormous amount of help you fucking gave me. I'll never forget that when I'm gonna slaughter fairies later in the game. So I'm not sure if we had an episode that I lost already. It doesn't seem like it because my equipment is still the same. And there was one episode where, like I said, I was summoning those better materials and I lost the footage of me doing that. And then I went to multiple caves in search of those better materials and I was spawning myself like way better armor and stuff. So there's one episode, I guess, where I just jumped from having crappy armor to having like pretty good armor. And if you notice that, then, well, I lost footage of shit. I almost fucking had a heart attack when I noticed that, like, the third episode looks kinda weird, but I thought maybe that broke, but no, it was fine. Third episode, it's uploaded, not released yet. By the time you watch this one, it's gonna be released, because this is the fourth one. No, wait, it's the fifth one, right? Yeah, it's the fifth episode. And we fought the Eye of Cthulhu. I don't remember when the next boss we're gonna fight is gonna be. I don't remember what is the boss. It's the World Eater. And I learned that apparently Terraria has a comic book series. I'm not sure if it's a comic book series. I'm gonna look it up. Because I was looking up the screenshots and I remember the hentai. So I was looking up the hentai. And I found like a comic. Terraria comics. Also, there's toys apparently too. Yo, the Terraria comic book from DC Comics. It's from DC Comics. That's fucking awesome, actually. It's called Terraria, based on the hit video game. Well, it's just called Terraria. It does look pretty cool. You have the plant girl on the cover. There's the world leader destroying like a city. DC Comic issue number 1. Doesn't have a price tag on it, so I guess it was released. It must have been released as some kind of... I think it was attached to like a... Either the comic came with toys or the toys came with a comic, because there's a... I see 2 toys of the nature girl. I forgot her fucking... Well, they have multiple names, but I forgot what she's called. Like a die something. And you have a knight. I think that's the only one, actually. There's like some fan-made ones. I honestly would probably like to read it, but if it's like somewhere online I can read it, because I don't really want to fucking order comics. I was reading the Sonic the Hedgehog Archie comics this way. I was just finding them online. How about the Terraria toys? I want to see what those are. Like, let's check it out. Let's go into graphics, because I just want to see them. There is Terraria Eye of Cthulhu. Looks really fucking silly. It looks like a ball. Like strings attached to it. It's kinda cute. And it comes with a Eye of Cthulhu hat that you can put on your hat. I guess they're like kind of like Lego figures where you can change up the heads and stuff. Terraria and... Actually, you know what, Lego Terraria, I don't know if it worked that well. Because it's like you somehow would have to adapt like all these 2D environments and whatever people might have built into like a 3D space. Multi-level biome set. This looks pretty fucking... I'll be honest, this looks kinda lame. It does not look anywhere as awesome as... That's the Lego toys. I mean the fucking... Lego Minecraft and all that stuff, Minecraft toys. They look just cool, but maybe they look cheaper. They look shittier, they gotta be cheaper, come on. I wonder what the price tag is. There's an Amazon, there's the Skeletron. It costs... How much? Show me how much. $40. That is... Yeah. I wouldn't fucking spend $40 on this. It doesn't look even like... It looks cool enough for like if your kid is like really into Terraria and wanna buy him the toys, but it doesn't look good enough for the kind of toy that I would like put on my desk or put on my like shelf next to the, I don't know, my copies of Terraria that I might possibly have. I don't, because I bought this game on Steam, so I don't have any physical copies of the game. And yeah, I don't really like them, guys. They're kind of lame. I do remember that on YouTube, by the way, there was like a 3D animated series based on Terraria, and there was a couple of episodes. Cause I remember looking up stuff about Terraria when I first played it, and I came across that and I watched it. I don't remember if it was any fun, any good, but I do remember that I liked it, and I was kind of disappointed that they never finished the series and was only a couple of episodes long. I remember as a kid there was this Minecraft series. There was like Minecraft Machinima with plot, right? But the thing about it was that I remember one thing about it, how the first episode shows like the main character's house and it's in like a forest, and there's like an opening in the forest and just like enormous and fucking awesome looking. And I was always like, and I never remember the name, and I would love to fucking watch that again. I also remember a series that I watched of like someone playing Minecraft with mods, and he spawned into a world with like a randomly generated enormous castle with like other characters walking around that looked like no other players, but they were NPCs. And man, I wish I fucking knew what the fuck it was called. South Park team. I was kind of thinking of the playing those South Park games. I never played those South Park games like the Stick of Truth and Fractured Butthole, which, you know, a lot of people say they're fucking great. I never fucking even checked them out. I never even fucking, well, I've probably seen some footage of it, but I never like watched someone let's play of it or anything like that. But who knows? Maybe I should keep an eye out for them. You know, by that I mean like, if they have some kind of, if they got some kind of discount. Right now I'm also looking at man, I was looking at the PS Store right now, and the only Rabbids game they got on there is like Rabbids Invasion, which is an interactive TV show. So basically you're just watching the Rabbids cartoon that aired on Nickelodeon. I had a couple of seasons, I think. I watched that with my sister, and I watched it all by myself. I just thought it was really great. I love Rabbids. Gotta admit, I might hate them, but I fucking love them. And yeah, it's like the only thing, man, I wish fucking Rabbids Go Home was re-released on anything, because Rabbids Go Home was fucking great. It's my favorite Wii game. But again, it's a Wii game, so it uses motion controls. So I don't know how well it would translate to well, I mean, PlayStation does have the PlayStation Move. Oh jeez, I was curious about how it works in... Now you only need 10 life crystals, so I could increase my life to maximum only with 10 of them. And because boss was keep telling me that you need 15. But I've heard you need just 10, so I was like, oh hell yeah. I'm gonna put this one away, and I'm just gonna spawn myself 999 of them, or just 99, whatever. Check it out, I'm cheating. Let's go and cheat, everyone. Max health. Bitch. 400. I'm immortal, basically. Kind of. Because all the enemies are kinda shit now. So, pretty much, I'm immortal. Yeah, I gave it to him just so he can be immortal too. And... what was I talking about? I was talking about rabbits. Well, I don't expect them ever to port the Mario Kingdom Battle, because obviously that's a Nintendo Switch exclusive, but that one was really good too. Some people like raving Rabbids and TV Party, but I don't like these fucking party minigame mashups of games. Not a fan of them. I don't really like WarioWare. I don't really like all that kind of shit. I have some kind of spear in my equipment. I don't know why the fuck I'm keeping that around, but... And I got better healing potions now, that's cool. I'm gonna spawn myself infinite amount of them. There's some dude who I never talked to. I don't even know what he sells. I never talked to him, I never took any thumbnails with him. Just completely fucking ignored this asshole. Once I did, and I just lost the footage of that. Which is possible, it could have happened. I don't know where the fuck are we going, but... somewhere, I guess. Somewhere over the rainbow. Boston's building a really cool town here, later in the series. He pretty much builds all the cool cities and all the cool castles and stuff like that. Not the castles, houses for NPCs, because Most NPCs end up sleeping in our tower, that ends up being way taller than it is now, later in the series, but there are some people who are lucky enough that they just happen to spawn and move into one of those more refined houses that we built later. I mean, he built, and I just kind of did some other stuff. And I'm hearing noises again. Yeah, I'm insane. Definitely insane. 8 minutes on the goddamn clock. I ain't saying that just to be like, oh, finally, just 8 minutes. I'm just keeping track of it, just to not record more than I needed to, or anything like that by accident. But this is the moment I was talking about last episode, where boss is going around blowing shit up. So I guess this episode we're gonna defeat the World Eater. He's really easy. Pretty much with the whole 400 health, we're kind of invincible. He can't do shit to us. I was pretty much standing in one place, spinning my ball around, and he just died. We didn't even build like a proper platform to fight him or anything, which I remember building in the first playthrough. We had like this big ass platform specifically to fighting flying enemies so we could jump around. Because I don't think UFOs were in the game yet, so we had to jump around. Also, apparently when you fight the Moon Lord, he has like this laser attack, and at some point you could just simply build yourself a little house. Like, I remember when we were fighting Moon Lord on our first playthrough, we just simply went to the highest room in our house, in our tower, which was even bigger back then, and we just stood there, and I just simply built like a little tiny opening, and I just let my yo-yo out to hit him, because I was like maining yo-yo weapons back in the first playthrough instead of these spinny Morningstar weapons. Which I thought I would like to use axes as a weapon, because that is like GZB's main weapon to use, are axes. But you know what? There's not really many axes in this game, because axes in this game are used for chopping down trees and not fighting exactly, so... See, this is why I needed to find screenshots of these enemies, because how the fuck was I gonna take a screenshot of World Eater while half the time he's behind stuff? You can't really see it, there's so much shit in the way. But those would just make for bad looking thumbnails. Can't make bad looking thumbnails, it's awful. And yeah, and... what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying again. Yeah, but he's dead. I didn't really get anything good out of him. I don't even know if you need to defeat him necessarily. Maybe it does unlock something in the world, but it doesn't really give you anything all that great. I mean, I did get a shadow scale, so I guess I could have made something cool out of these shadow scales. Could make Shadow the Hedgehog. Shadow the Scaly Hedgehog. A Steam More game is being available on PS Now, and I'm still annoyed by that because PS Now is still not available where I live. I still can't use it, and literally I only wanted to use it just to play. Oh, I got a shotgun, that was cool. All I wanted to use it is for... Sonic Generations. I just wanted to play Sonic Generations. So I ended up using a gun in this. Oh yeah, I was talking about GZ's weapons. So let's just say canonically, GZ was just experimenting with what weapons he's gonna use. Like, at this point he wasn't using axes yet. He was using like swords and Morningstars. They're just all around great with weapons, but his favorites are axes. Let's just say that's the case, because I like everything having explained. All my OCs that I made, having clear backstories you can follow. I like that, you know. I wonder if I'll ever use that OC that I made in LEGO Worlds. See, I can't chop this rock down because my pickaxe isn't good enough. So, I don't know what I went to do. I think I was like gonna make a better axe for myself or something. I don't even know if I have anything interesting. Something I wanted to do was research like different colored torches in this game and just use them to light up places. But then I thought you would go to a dungeon and it would be all lit up green. That would be fucking annoying. Yeah, so I am researching something. Because I think I hit Demonite. Last episode I was digging around the world, just exploring caves, and I was looking for Demonite. I think. So now I can make Demonite bars, and I can turn them into Demonite armor, which is purple, which is great because purple is my favorite color. Not my favorite color, but my favorite color to wear while I'm playing GZB, or it just matches him, or like dark blues. Blues, purples, and pinks. Those are the good ones. The only color palette he works with. But you might think I'm stupid that I'm going out of my way to wear fucking purple weapons. Check it out, I made a new yo-yo. I got a new sword, which I didn't use because fuck it. I got an axe. I was like, hell yeah, I'm finally gonna use an axe like GZB was meant to do. And there's like nothing interesting I can make out of Demonite, what the fuck? Is it like use the scales to make the armor? I don't know. Boss threw me some scales, maybe that's the worry. Yeah, there you go, I had to use scales. I'm a dumbass. You know, I'm an idiot. I definitely like it more than the armor I'm wearing right now. Here's the thing that I was keep praising Terraria for until Assassin's Creed Odyssey done it better. That you have a separate slot for your armor set that you want, and you have a separate slot for armor set that you want to look like. So you can wear the best armor in the game while looking like you're wearing the worst armor in the game. Which, if you know me, which you probably don't because nobody watches me, I really love customization in games, so I was very often, whenever the game allows me to customize myself, I was just changing my looks all the damn time. But in this game I wasn't doing that, to be honest. I was just, I wasn't like doing this regularly, I was just kinda keeping with, like throwing whatever the fuck I had on me. Yeah, take those off, gotta be purple, check me out, I'd actually match. I look great. Mercer, the traveling merchant, has departed. I didn't even know he showed up. Oh, I guess the guy in the blue suit that I never took and never talked to, he's the traveling merchant. Well, now I know who the fuck he was because I forgot. So boss has a fish following him around and I don't know where the fuck he got it. I think I had it at 2 at one point, but I got no idea where I found it from. I really threw away my fucking ball. That was the grand mistake I made. I think next episode I'm back to using that ball because it's just way better. Deals more damage. When enemies get close to you, just bounce them off. You can throw it, and with the axe, it's just kind of like you spin it around. That's kind of it. Here we go. I got bullets. I got a gun. I got a musket, and I'm running out of the time, but not yet. Yes, I think next episode I'm literally going to be back to the spinning ball because it's just way better weapon than whatever the fuck I have. Also, maybe next time I'm gonna play this game, who knows when that's gonna be, but if I'm gonna play this again at some point in the future, I think I'm gonna go for like a ranged character. I'm just gonna use like guns and stuff and bows and arrows, guns and shit. So see you fellas in the next episode, bye.